No, I used to find Demi Lovato quite attractive. And then she just became a tweaker. Okay, and then she came out as non-binary, whatever the fuck that means. And now she likes to refer to herself as uncle. I don't know. She just looks like a thumb now, and she just looks like a cross between a mask Karen that you would find at the supermarket and just a dick with mascara. Like, there's nothing fucking attractive about. Well, I know that that's just a freeze frame, but obviously. What is that? She looks like the inside of a Twix wrapper after it's been left on the dashboard of a car in fucking Phoenix. Like, what the fuck? Is non-binary code for coming out as being a type 2 diabetic? Like, what the fuck is going on? Demi Lovato has declared, "I am equally as masculine as feminine." No, it's just because you shop in the men's section because nothing fits in the female section doesn't mean you're non-binary. Just, you know, just a little point of order. In her new interview, the pop star discusses what is she known most for? Singing? No. Overdosing? Yeah, kind of. The Not So Sorry sing. I couldn't fucking pick that song out of a lineup, and that's not just because my musical taste is at least 40 years out of touch. Whatever. Appeared on the Today Show to talk about her life after changing her. Okay, we got it. Good, since you understood. And joked that one day hope to become an uncle. An ankle? Find her ankles? See her ankles again? I don't know. Lovato 29 explained, "The way I explain being non-binary to people or gender non-conforming is, for me personally, I can't ever finish my statement because all I see is the back of their head when they walk away from me from dealing with this insanity in real fucking life. It flies on the internet for whatever fucking reason. You can find other weirdos like that readily on demand. And remember, people still have this image in their mind of, look at that. That used to be fine. And then now it just looks like your fucking Saturday morning regret because you couldn't find what you were looking for, mostly right there a few hours earlier. God damn, she used to be fine. But that's not even the dumbest shit that she's saying. I had a beautiful and incredible encounter with aliens at Joshua Tree National Park. I guess the tractor beam wasn't strong enough to bring them up to your ship, or like, all they left you is with just a terrible dye job. Gun control pushing, impeach Trump pop star Demi. I didn't even know she was fucking anti-Trump. It goes without saying. That's kind of the base assumption. Good framing. Base assumption with most celebrities. Sorry, tits got me fucking just a little bit shook in there for a minute. Says she had a beautiful and incredible encounter with aliens. How close to the border was she? Joshua Tree National Park. We went out into the desert in Joshua Tree, and I basically saw a blue orb, and it was like 50 feet away, maybe less, and it kind of floating above the ground, just like 10 or 15 feet, and it was kind of keeping its distance from me. Okay, it was beautiful and an incredible experience. You were hallucinating, stupid. Let's be fucking frank. Lovato added that she even considered former non-believer actor Matthew Scott Montgomery and sister Dallas Lovato. What's the non-binary synonym for, former sister? Cunt. I think it's cunt. That's what it is. Right, I just had a thought. Self-indulgent cunt, yes. I definitely changed the way you see the world. No, then you just sobered up. God, she's so fucking dim. What about this Venom movie that's coming out? Hey, what do you guys think about this Venom movie coming out? Jesus, what do you think about fucking peanuts on airplanes, right? Now you gotta throw them through your mask in order to fucking eat them. But director Andy Serkis, right, says Venom, Let There Be Carnage is a gay romance with coming out party scene. Okay, I think it just released and several times in the theater as well, but no, just on Friday, and I don't know, I don't fucking see modern movies anyways. The only one that's got me, actually, there's a couple that have me interested. Okay, I kind of want to see Cry Macho, the Clint Eastwood cowboy movie, because it looks good, and I've been seeing some good reviews on it. And then I hope and pray The Many Saints of Newark, the Sopranos prequel. I hope that's fucking good, because if it sucks, oh god, that you know what? I really won't lose any fucking sleep over it, but I love The Sopranos. That was a family event for as long as it was on. We watched it all the time. We got the special fucking channels in order to watch it when it came out. And I got the fucking Blu-rays right over there. I've seen the series at least 3 times all the way full. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but when there's like 90 some fucking episodes, it's quite an investment. It's the best piece of fucking fiction that's ever been put on television, bar none. I don't care. Don't come at me with fucking Breaking Bad or The Wire. It's The Sopranos, or go fuck your mother. Go fuck the ZD. I don't care. But anyways, that little tangent aside, I'm not seeing Venom. Imagine that. I think the last Spider-Man, I'm trying to just go back and take a look at the Spider-Man collections. The first Andrew Garfield one, what is that? The Amazing Spider-Man? Yeah, that was the last one that I seen. It's like, I seen the first 3, the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire ones. It's like, I'm good. That's fine. Those were great. I mean, I don't need to keep going over this shit again. And Venom and Carnage were fucking awesome because I was born 1990, obviously. And that was the time that they were making it big. Like, there was the Maximum Carnage Super Nintendo game, and that one was hard as fuck, at least for my stupid ass, when the Super Nintendo was around, and Carnage was always like the edgy version of Venom, and Venom was the edgy version of Spider-Man. So I've been waiting for this film. You know what, from the perspective of just being like a fucking snot-nosed 10-year-old for a very long time. I just don't really care. And then especially if it's just going to be a big fucking gay allegory, I go jerk off into each other's mouths. I don't care. Andy Serkis, the director of Sony's upcoming Spider-Man spin-off, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Let's fucking try to tighten up that byline there, pal. Said that the film represents the alien symbiote's gay coming out party and depicts a love affair between the CGI alien and star Tom Hardy. Okay, so his suit loves being wrapped around. That's very uncomfortable. Speaking to Up Your Ass Rocks. It's Lena Dunham's outlet. Serkis claims that a key scene is based on an LGBT-themed festival and Burning Man and represents Venom's coming out party. Cool. You gonna have a fucking rainbow flag on his back? In the comics, Venom is a member of the Kleintar race of symbiotes. I remember it coming down from a spaceship from the animated series, the 90s one, that possesses the body of other beings and is, after failing to bond with Spooderman, the symbiote finds troubled reporter Eddie Brock. At least he's not Topher Grace this time around. They did pick a little bit of a more suitable actor because Eddie Brock is supposed to be a former astronaut, you know, like a big square-headed fucking Chad who's fallen on hard times, not Eric fucking Foreman. In the scene, the alien symbiote has bonded with Brock, has an argument with Eddie, separates from the reporter, and then attends a rave party to drown. This sounds fucking terrible. At one point, the symbiote delivers a heartfelt speech to the crowd, talking about how he misses Eddie. This sounds like somebody's reading too much into it, even if it is the director. This, Serkis says, is to symbolize the queer relationship the symbiote has. Oh, symbiote, Eddie. They both have. Words are hard. It is, Serkis added, a gay love story. Cool. Hopefully it stays like that shape and it only protects his asshole then. I don't fucking know. Well, Tom and co-writer Kelly Marcel were always about Venom coming out. Is there any sort of precedent in the comic books? I highly fucking doubt it. They're just, once again, just trying to cram something in literally this time around. Oh, and he's holding a cock. It's so funny. It's like, whatever. But yeah, I guess maybe this is payback because Andy Serkis was Gollum in Lord of the Rings films. And The Hobbit? I don't fucking know. I didn't watch those. The abominations to mankind. I don't know. Everybody's gonna forget about this fucking dog shit in a minute anyways because it's not Marvel's cinematic universe. It's not DC. It's in that weird fucking middle ground of just hurry up and fail so that the rights can go to fucking Marvel so they can shit out a Venom or a Carnage film if they had the balls to do it. But I don't know. I don't care. Oh, but speaking about gay blacks, Will Smith. This is one of my hotter takes, okay? Like, you guys seen from about a couple months back, I made a video criticizing anybody who commits suicide. It's the ultimate act of selfishness. That's just my opinion. Okay, and I think that that's probably my top spicy take that a lot of people might disagree with. One probably that's just below that is I don't think Will Smith is that great. Okay, he's a dollar store Eddie Murphy. Okay, there is no role that Will Smith has ever taken that couldn't have been done better by anybody else. He doesn't really elevate any of the roles he makes, and he's produced a bunch of fucking duds that are just gonna go ahead and not live up to his moderately sized shoes in Hollywood. And now the fact of the matter is, the dude's just been cucked 7 ways from Sunday. But before we get into that, Will Smith goes all in for Black Lives Matter, because that's what his wife's boyfriend was telling him to mention in his GQ story. Says critical race theory should be called truth theory. That's cool, and should be administered by a 30-odd 6 from about 50 yards away. Disney's Aladdin's, oh god, right, he was the fucking genie. Terrible casting. Star Will Smith has shown his support for the Black Lives Matter movement and proponents of critical race theory, going as far as to say critical race theory should be rebranded as truth theory. Okay. The Hollywood vacuous star also backed the spirit of defund the police movement, because Hollywood couldn't be more out of touch with the working man, but suggested it should be promoted in a different, less threatening way. Yes, like just blatant lies. In a GQ, generally queer, Gaggers Quarterly interview, Will Smith praised the Black Lives Matter movement for the directness of its name and message. This is a difficult area to discuss, but I feel like the simplicity of Black Lives Matter was perfect. Okay, the Men in Black star said, yeah, remember those films? They were 20-some years ago. Anybody who tries to debate Black Lives Matter looks ridiculous. Yes, that's what socialists and communists tend to do. So when I talk about the marketing of ideas, Black Lives Matter was perfection. That's actually not a bad point, so I'll give him that one. Like many other actors and fledgling rappers, give it to his wife. By contrast, the phrase defund the police turns people off, Smith argued. Yeah, defund the police doesn't get it done, no matter how good the ideas are, he continued. I'm not saying we shouldn't defund the police, because he has private security, so really it doesn't fucking matter. And the dude he's getting cucked by has a pretty extensive entourage. I'm saying that it doesn't say that because, then people who would help you won't. What? I would love if we would just say defund the bad police. What is this, a fucking 5-year-old's take on policing? We don't like bad things. Okay, good. Thanks, Will. Some notable celebrities in the situation differently than Will. See the situation differently than Will. Again, like actor and super producer Tyler Perry. Yeah, okay. It's hilarious how he was embraced by the black community. It's like, oh, he's Medea, and all of those funny, just little, are black comedies. And then he came out as saying, yeah, defund the police is kind of fucking retarded. And everybody's like, you're an Uncle Tom. And TNT analyst and a resident doesn't give 0 fucks about anything. Charles Barkley have both called for more police, not less. Yeah, because that's kind of what the community itself wants. It's like an overwhelming support of the same level, if not more, police work. Like, get the fuck out of here. Smith also gave advice to proponents of critical race theory, okay, which promotes the organization of society along racial lines. It's just derivative of critical theory. If you know where all of this stuff comes from, you just understand that there's a different brand or a different shade for every single special interest group that's out there, including the demonization of white people, but they're already demons, am I right? So critical race theory is, just call it truth theory. Okay. Smith was promoting his upcoming movie, King Richard, in which he plays a father of tennis stars Venus and Serena Williams. Or Williams, apparently. The actor has received glowing reviews for his performance and is being promoted as a potential Oscar contender. Yeah, because they just need to literally nominate anybody black so they don't have Oscar so white trending again, because that group cares about it and it really doesn't matter. Smith recently made headlines by boycotting Georgia over the state's voter integrity law. When's he scheduled back in Atlanta? Anyways, which is intended to combat voter fraud. Okay, the star moved the shooting of a slavery-themed movie, Emancipation, to the concentration camps in China. Anyways, Will Smith, an open relationship with Jada Pinkett. Marriage can't be a prison. Okay, let's listen to this fucking cope. Jada Pinkett Smith wasn't the only one to have an entanglement. Will Smith is addressing the long-standing rumors that he and his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, have an open marriage. What a sissy bitch. In the November GQ cover story, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air admits that he likes to smell the sheets after his wife and his boyfriend are finished. Admits their relationship began with monogamy, but then evolved. Maybe because he's a shitty lay. I don't know. Jada never believed in conventional marriage. Listen to this, Cope. Jada had family members that had an unconventional relationship. What about her parents, though? So she grew up in a very different way that was very different to how I grew up. Okay, so it's not about you, it's all about you, right, Pookie? Fuck off. There were significant, endless discussions about what is relational perfection. Something you can't achieve. Something you probably can't fucking define. And for a large part of our relationship, monogamy was what we chose, not thinking of monogamy as the only relational perfection. Jesus fucking Christ, you're gonna overdose on copium. The King Richard star, now at least I know where that fucking movie is, explained that he and the Gotham alum, they both could have been in the Matrix movies together because Will Smith turned down the role of Neo, which that would have been... I'm just trying to picture him as Neo instead of Keanu Reeves. And it's like, that's a weird one. And Jada was in at least the second one. I don't fucking remember. It's been a minute since I watched those really poorly aged movies. Yeah, I said that. This is hot takes aplenty, okay? Within the union, the alum has given each other the trust and freedom within their union. For them, marriage can't be a prison. If it starts to feel like a prison, guess what? Your relationship is fucking over. Just come to fucking terms with it, stupid. Like, you can tell in some of these pictures, right? It's like, she's not feeling that kiss, bro, okay? She is looking anywhere other than you, okay? Her body positioning, you are trying to hold on to this relationship by positioning yourself right towards her with all of your fucking masculine energy, and she's facing the crowd, not even giving you a second fucking thought. It's over. It's fucking over. As much as I don't think of him as being any sort of, definitely after looking at some of these articles, an intellectual, you're still Will Smith. You still have huge fucking name recognition. You're like one of, if not in the top 10 actors of this generation, okay? Like I said, I don't give him two fucks when it comes to a fucking movie role or anything like that, but you could be pulling some fucking beautiful trim right now, but you're, I don't know, just love struck by this man jaw, like the one who's gonna fuck around with you on just like that dude with a fucking chest tattoo. Like, just give it up, pal. Like, even just look in that picture, and I understand that this is one of those, like, sleazy tabloid magazines. They want you to look as just as out of shape and old as possible, but you fucking finished, dude. Just move on, for Christ's sakes. It's embarrassing. I don't know which. It's like Demi Lovato, and then you got the gay Venom movie, and then you got gay Will Smith. Just, God, there's a reason why I've turned off the television for a long fucking time, and I ain't coming back anytime fucking soon. Let's talk about the NBA next, since we haven't had our fill of cucks yet, but there's actually some cats that are out there, some like really high-profile stars in the league that are just telling vax mandates to go fuck themselves, and they're standing up for what they believe in, so we got to give these boys props. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.